Now on Coast TV News.
I'll be tracking a quick-hitting snow event throughout the overnight hours. I'll let you know just how much snow will fall.
Pickleball takes over. Ocean City swapping tennis for pickleball. With a unanimous vote and a $230,000 budget, how the shift caters to the growing pickleball community, what tennis players have to say. Boat Show Bonanza, the 41st Ocean City Boat Show kicks off, exclusive looks, and a chance to win big. Historic buildings future, a landmark in Lewis embarks on a new journey. Discover what's next for the Little Red Building.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
A new billboard on 113 in Milford turning heads. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with a large show of support for a Milford woman in an eminent domain case.
This is where the billboard stands. It's on Route 113, south of Milford. It's near the Redner Shopping Center, if you are familiar. This is all surrounding an eminent domain case that involves the city of Milford and Annette Billings. They're currently in a legal battle over Billings' land. Live in Milford is Coast TV News reporter Charles Reinert. Charles, people could be seen out there today taking photos of that billboard. We see it behind you there.
Maddie and Charlie, that sign is right over my shoulder here, and it's high and it's all lit up for everyone to see who's driving around the south side of Milford tonight. Now, the sign says "Wanted, Milford City Council, Attempted Theft." Kind of like those old wanted posters from spaghetti westerns. Now, a number on it goes to City Hall and the extension of the city manager. Now, this is all over the city looking to impose eminent domain on Billings' property right off of South Rehoboth Boulevard. Now, we don't know who put this sign up, but what we do know is that the neighbors have been very vocal in their support of Billings, even going to the city council meeting this past Monday and voicing their support for her during the public comment period. Now, as for the homeowner herself, Billings told me she did not put the sign up, though she did tell me she thought it was kind of funny. Now, there is one interesting piece of note about this sign. Every single member of the Milford City Council has their face up there, all except for one, and that one is Councilman Todd Collada. And the reason that's interesting is Todd Collada is the sole council member that voted against this eminent domain process back in September. Now, it's not entirely clear if that was an intentional move by the person who put that sign up, but it is interesting nonetheless. I'm Charles Reiner, live in Milford tonight. Coast TV News.
Charles, thank you. Now, here's the land in question the city wants. The Billings property there off Cedar Beach Road area. It's been in the Billings family for generations. Billings said the city wants to use it for a bike path and a park. As Charles mentioned, the city condemned the property, but Billings says it's worth a lot more than what the city was offering. She said they were offering about $20,000. Mayor and City Council declined to comment on this ongoing case to Coast TV. Let's take a live look now into Lewis as we prepare for a snowy start to the weekend. Our first alert meteorologist Alex Seymour joins us with a look at our forecast. Good evening, Alex.
Good evening. Yeah, we certainly are looking at a pretty snowy start to the weekend here along the coast. It's not here yet. We still got several more hours before any of that snow begins to reach our area, but we are expecting some pretty significant totals throughout the overnight hours, especially across Sussex County and points north. Take a look at this. A dusting to an inch generally across Worcester County, Somerset County, southern Wycomico County. A band of 1 to 3 inches across central Delmarva. That includes Dorchester County through southern Sussex County, really south of Georgetown. That's where that rain snow line sets up, and that's where we're going to see some people going to get to that higher end total. Some probably going to be closer to that 1 inch mark, depending on exactly where that rain snow line sets up. North of that, that's really north of that Route 9 corridor, 2 to 4 inches of snow is expected. That's going to cause some issues on our area roadways as we head towards Saturday morning. And more details on that and the timing of when this snow arrives coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Alex. And right now, the roads are prepped for the wet winter weather on our way. Live in the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep is Coast TV News anchor Mallory Metzner. Mallory, DelDOT is hard at work making sure that drivers don't end up finding any of that ice on the road tomorrow. We seem to have frozen there, so we will apologize for that. We'll try to get back to Mallory when we have our first opportunity.
Moving on, let's take a look at the scene from a crash that happened in the area of Cool Spring Road and Harbison Road. That was February 15th. According to the Lewis Fire Department, crews arrived to find a 3-car crash. You can see here damage on your screen. Wow, look at that. A broken window. Crews removed a door on one car and helped multiple patients.
Lewis officials are looking into potential housing strategies throughout the city. The Housing Subcommittee will be debating tiny homes and what general requirements would look like in the city for those homes. One example of a tiny home, a small garage apartment. This meeting is slated for Tuesday, February 20th.
Tomorrow, Dewey Beach will look into an ordinance relating to smoke alarms and carbon monoxide detectors. The Planning and Zoning Commission will be holding a public hearing that's to amend an ordinance relating to smoke detectors and carbon monoxide. The town will be discussing an act that would add requirements for detectors in all types of bedrooms, hotels, or other types of sleeping accommodations like Airbnbs in Dewey. That's happening tomorrow at 11 a.m.
In Milton, they're continuing the discussion about the town's water capital improvement plan. That's going to be at the next water committee on February 22nd. The town could vote on issues including the Chandler Street water treatment plant upgrade as well as a water tank maintenance contract. All of this is scheduled for 4 p.m. at the Milton Library.
Drivers in Selbyville be on the lookout for a traffic jam. Blueberry Farm Road between Baker Road and the Delaware-Maryland state line, that's closed starting the 20th. DelDOT says it will be closed for about a month, March 15th, for the installation of crossroad pipes.
Well, we know snow's on the way, and you probably felt the chill in the air already when you were outside today, but some people, they just love state parks so much they couldn't keep away even with the cold. Park goers and park lovers met up at Beach Plum Island Nature Preserve this afternoon. Their mission, keep that coast clean. A couple dozen volunteers armed with grabbers, buckets, trash bags. The trash was scooped up by the bucket load. They braved that winter chill for a couple of hours to get this job done.
It's not really visible on the top. You have to dig down in because I guess the wash that's come up is kind of put it up underneath these reeds. So
in one little spot, it's just amazing how much is here. It's a bucket's worth in a little 5x5 area. Terrible.
Staying on the coast, South Bethany is set to tackle canal maintenance and dredging this Monday. The Canal Water Quality Committee will be meeting to talk about dredging and canal maintenance plan updates. The committee will also review the updated water quality report. The town's also set to talk about grant options for the fiscal year 2024 to 2025 budget. All that's happening Monday at 10 a.m.
Parking prices in Dewey, they're going up. Here is one of those parking meters that you're going to have to pay more money at. It's going to cost you $3.50 an hour. That's up from $3. According to Commissioner Paul Bauer, since the town does not actually have a property tax, this is simply the easiest way to get more money into the town coffers. Rehoboth Beach is also considering some parking changes. That's happening right now. And that brings us into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how do you feel about the proposed parking fee increase in Dewey and in Rehoboth?
Let's take a look at the updated results. So far, a majority of folks are saying it's too expensive. That's gone up a tick since 5 o'clock, but there still are a couple other options here people are chiming in on.
Now, if you haven't voted yet, you can still do that at coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app.
Unlocking a new future for a historic building in downtown Lewis. The Zwannendale Women's Club building was sold to the Delaware Community Foundation. Locals were eager to see what would become of this historic site on Savannah. The nonprofit says it has big plans to bring the community together.
Frequently bring people together to talk about big ideas about how we're going to keep our community strong, about how to strengthen civil society, about trends in philanthropy. Just having speakers in here, having people come together to celebrate different ideas or different projects, those are the kinds of things.
The Little Red Brick building won't stay empty for long. DCF says it wants to get back in there and reopen the doors in May or June. In light of FAFSA processing delays, the Delaware Community Foundation you just saw there, they've extended their scholarship application deadline to March 29th. The goal is to provide Delaware students additional time to apply for that financial aid. Applications can be submitted without FAFSA information. This date can be sent to the DCF once received. According to the foundation, nearly 200 students benefit from those scholarships each year.
Happening now, the town of Ocean View is looking for candidates to file for a council seat in District 4. Any person living in District 4 who wants to file as a candidate must file a certification of intention. Interested candidates must pay a $50 filing fee at the office of the town manager. That's no later than 4:30 p.m. on March 12th. The annual election will be held on Saturday, April 13th between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. at the Community Center on West Ave. Those interested must be living in Ocean View for at least 1 year before the election. Candidates must also be a District 4 resident at the time of filing and during that term of office.
Now for the election on April 13th, voters must register with the town by March 25th at 4:30. Qualifications of Ocean View voters include residency for at least 30 days immediately before that election. And we have a lot more news to get to this evening.
How you can participate in a blood drive heading to Ocean View.
Well, snow is on the way to the coast. I'll time out when that snow will arrive. Coming up in just a few minutes.
Pickleball looking to take over Ocean City. We're back in just 60 seconds.
Get your camera ready to snap QR codes that reveal big savings during Toyota's President's Event, where special low APR financing can mean thousands in savings on a growing number of in-stock cars, including legendary Camrys with as low as 4.99% APR and sporty high-tech Corollas, fun to drive, styled to be seen. Visit buyatoyota.com to find President's Event deals on your favorite vehicles. Toyota, let's go places.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think
and
so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Ocean City making some more room for pickleball.
Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappé shows us how many tennis courts are going to be converted to permanent pickleball courts.
Avid pickleball player Donna Whalen is excited for the new courts.
It's going to be great to have extra pickleball courts in Ocean City. I've been wanting those for like 3 years, so I'm excited about it.
$230,000 in capital reserve funds will be used to convert 2 damaged tennis courts at the 61st Street Tennis Center into 6 pickleball courts. Parks and Rec says adding pickleball could add summer programs and events and more money. The downside is there's fewer places to play tennis. But Jason Essel, who lives right next to the center, says he wouldn't mind the change.
I'm into both. So as you get older, pickleball's a little easier. For the younger folk, tennis is where it's at. But you know, like I said, both are good.
The town originally planned to repair the 2 tennis courts for cheaper, but said for a bit more money, the 6 pickleball courts could replace them and add a new spot to play America's fastest growing sport.
With the pickleball project being approved, construction can start as early as March or April, having 6 new pickleball courts open just in time for summer. I'm Kevin Zappé in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
Wintry weather making its way back to the coast. I'll let you know where the heaviest snow will fall coming up just after the break.
Homeowners frequently face unexpected heating and air conditioning expenses at the most inconvenient times. For a limited time, Coastal Comfort is offering a worry-free 10-year guarantee on select systems for as low as $199 a month. Customers will also receive 10 years of parts, 10 years of labor, and 10 years of maintenance, but only with Coastal Comfort. Discover peace of mind with Coastal Comfort, keeping your home comfortable and hassle-free for years to come. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Right now, it's your choice during the Subaru A Lot to Love event going on at Gateway Subaru. Choose what fits your lifestyle and budget. Choose to lease a new 2024 Subaru Forester for only $299 a month, or take advantage of financing rates as low as 2.9%. Choose to lease a new 2024 Subaru Outback for only $299 a month, or take advantage of financing rates as low as 1.9%. Gateway Subaru, where every choice leads to a new adventure. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Is the name of your bank changing again? The Farmers Bank of Willard has been a local independent bank for nearly 100 years. When you bank local, your money stays here in our community, where it benefits our local businesses, farms, and families. The Farmers Bank has real people ready to help and world-class features like our free mobile banking app with Locket debit card security, a Smart Sense savings program, and free checking with no minimum balance. Stop paying extra fees and switch to the Farmers Bank of Willard, where people matter.
Every Friday is Fan Friday.
Wow.
Cash and prizes could be up for grabs. Watch to find out what you could win.
Friday at 7 on Coast TV. Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, sharing joy coastwide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health.
When you smoke inside, you're not the only one who inhales. Secondhand smoke causes cancer and heart disease in adults, and respiratory problems in children, and SIDS in infants. If you smoke or vape, take it outside.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today.
Snow is on the way. A very quick hitting snow event expected during the overnight hours. It's going to happen in about a 6-hour time frame. Take a look at some of these snowfall totals that we're expecting across the region. A dusting to an inch across most of Worcester County. So from Salisbury along the Route 50 corridor all the way to Ocean City, just a dusting to an inch. Ocean Pines about a dusting to an inch. Fenwick Island about a dusting to an inch. 1 to 3 inches in a corridor that includes most of southern Sussex County. That would include Rehoboth Beach, Dewey Beach, Bethany Beach. This is the corridor where we're going to see that rain-snow line set up during the overnight hours. If the rain-snow line drops a little bit quicker, we're going to end up on the higher end of these totals. If it takes its time to drop farther to the south and we end up with more of that rain mixing in, probably going to end up closer to that 1-inch amount. We're pretty confident 2 to 4 inches are going to fall across northern Sussex County, though. That would include Lewis along the Route 1 corridor towards Milford, also Ellendale, and then just north of Georgetown, Bridgeville, and Greenwood on the Route 13 corridor. So just be prepared. We're going to be seeing some pretty slippery conditions as we head towards the Saturday morning commute. So most of this snow is going to happen in a 6-hour time period. It's not arriving until after midnight. It's going to be gone by right around sunrise Saturday morning. The snow, I should say, it's going to be very heavy when it is falling. We could see some snowfall rates of over an inch an hour across the region. That's why we are expecting several inches of snow, even though it is happening in such a short time frame, because the snow is going to come down fast and furious when it is coming down. That's going to result in that tricky travel, slippery roads to about 10 a.m. But once we get past 10 a.m., the sun comes out, temperatures are going to be above freezing. That snow should melt off those roadways. Right now, live radar, pretty dry out there. We're not seeing any of that precipitation just yet. It's still well off to our west. We're seeing that snow across the Midwest, the Ohio Valley. All of this is going to be working its way towards Delmarva as we head throughout the next several hours, arriving right around 1 to 2 a.m. There we go. Starting out as rain, you can see it's all green, temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s, but those temperatures are going to quickly fall as that precipitation moves in. Rain snow line drops south by about 3:30. It's south of Ocean City, that rain snow line, and you can see these darker blue shadings, blue or purple shadings. That's those heavier bands of snow. Depending on where they set up, we could end up, if a heavier band sets up right along that rain snow line, we could end up on those higher in those totals. So we're going to have to keep a close eye on it. That's why we have that range of those totals on the snow map. No matter what, we are going to deal with those slippery roads, so that's the big key thing. Take your time if you do have to hit those roadways Saturday morning. By about 5 to 6 a.m., the snow's starting to move out of the area. We're going to dry out by about 7:30. But a few more snow showers or snow squalls could move into the area. That would be early afternoon on Saturday. Temperatures upper 30s to low 40s. So we're not really expecting any accumulations, but these snow areas of snow showers or snow squalls could bring some pretty heavy snow, so that could reduce visibilities briefly. So if you are driving on the road Saturday afternoon, also you want to take it slow, especially if you do run into some of these snow squalls. That's going to bring some much cooler temps to the area during the afternoon hours. Upper 30s, wind chills in the upper 20s, so it's going to be pretty chilly. Then we're falling down well into the 20s as we head towards Sunday morning. So our drivecast for Saturday morning, we're in the red at 6 a.m. That's because the snow's still going to be falling. Roads are going to be slippery. You don't want to be on the road. But we start to enter the yellow in 7, 8 a.m. time frame where you want to take it slow. You can hit the roads, but you want to take it slow. The snow's going to start to melt off those roads. By about 10 a.m., though, as I said, conditions are certainly going to be much better across the region as that snow really starts to melt away. Pretty quiet, though, still out there on our Tindall's Casual Furniture camera at the Ocean City Art League, but things certainly going to be changing during the overnight hours. Our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 7-day forecast. First alert weather day for the first half of the day on Saturday before those conditions start to improve and that snow melts away. Then we're staying chilly Sunday and Monday. President's Day, 46 mostly sunny skies, 50s. They return next week.
Alex, Delaware State Park is setting the stage for a successful season with an all-staff training schedule for February 21st. Now, what does that mean? Well, training takes place, visitors can still enjoy state parks as they will remain open. They're still going to be accessible. However, for this day, park offices and retail locations across the state, they're going to close their doors. However, that comes with an exception. A few key sites, including the Indian River Life Saving Station Museum at Delaware Seashore State Park. The station will remain operational for those looking to buy annual passes or conduct other park-related business.
Grab your binoculars. We're flying into the world of birds with the Maryland Coastal Bays program at the Great Backyard Bird Count. It's happening February 20th at Heron Park in Berlin, aptly named, from 9 to 11:30 a.m. It's free. It offers a unique chance to observe a variety of bird species, including waterfowl and forest birds. Guided by experts, participants will contribute to important research led by the Cornell Lab of Ornithology.
Have you been looking for an opportunity to donate your blood this year? Well, the town of Ocean View will be holding a blood drive next week with the Blood Bank of Delmarva. That's from noon to 5 p.m. on February 23rd at the Community Center on West Avenue. The town says make sure to bring your ID and eat a good breakfast first.
Let's get another look at our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what do you feel about proposed parking fee increases in Dewey and Rehoboth Beach? So far, a large majority are saying it's too expensive. That's gone up even more so. Pretty wide lead here, but we will keep running this poll this evening. You can vote at CoastTV.com or the mobile app. We'll have updated results on Coast TV News at 11.
We are thrilled to announce that Coast TV has a brand new Facebook page. You got to check this one out for the latest in news, exclusive content, and interactive discussions. Make sure to visit, follow our new page. Just head over to facebook.com/CoastTVNBC, or, and this is much easier, just use the QR code here that's on your screen to stay connected with us.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studio.
Good evening, sports fans. The high school winter sports season comes to a climax in the fast approaching postseason. The Henlopen Championship games in boys and girls hoops are just around the corner, and it's time to break down the teams currently at the top. On the boys' side, we start with the Seaford Blue Jays at 16-2. They can clinch the Henlopen South for the fourth straight year against Early College tonight. Kashmir Wides leads Seaford in scoring at 19 points per game. They'll be drawing up a powerhouse in Dover. The Senators are also 16-2 on the year. Dover last met Seaford in the Henlopen final in 2022. They won that matchup by 4 points. Now over to girls hoops. Reagan Robinson and the Blue Raiders picked up a huge win over Early College last night. They claimed sole possession of the Henlopen South with 2 games to spare. And as of right now, they would also be taking on Dover out of the North. The Sens dealt Y-High its only loss of the year at Governor's Challenge. It's been smooth sailing this year for the Senators, looking for a sweep of the Henlopen titles next Saturday. We'll have coverage of both championship games right here on DSN. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
Now through President's Day, it's all on sale at Airbase Carpet and Tile Mart.
The selection is incredible.
The salespeople take the time to find what I want.
Right now, save up to 50% Mart-wide on carpets, hardwood, waterproof vinyl, laminate, area rugs, and more. All in stock to take home today. Pick, pay, take it away, or have it installed as soon as you save. For free. Hurry in before the sale is over. Only at Airbase Carpet and Tile Mart.
Nonsense. Let's just stop and rest. Oh wait, look, there's Hank. Hey Hank. I wish I had a Hank like that.
Girl, I wish I had a house like that.
I heard he has a screened-in back porch.
Nah, I heard he has a courtyard.
You know he has a dog washing station in his house?
We should definitely invite ourselves over.
Right? We do need a spa day.
Yes, spa day.
Yeah, I say mani-pedi. Look at my nails. I've been digging in flower beds all day.
Trying to quit tobacco is frustrating. You feel lost. You've tried several times, yet everywhere you turn, there are triggers pulling you back in. But there is a way out. The Delaware Quit Line. We can help get you on a path to living tobacco-free with free counseling, cessation aids, and medications. Let us help you quit for good.
The Jeopardy Tournament of Champions is right around the corner.
We are holding back one final spot for the winner of this competition.
Friday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV. Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
It's time to experience an extraordinary lineup of entertainment at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center. Enjoy performances by the Four Phantoms in concert on February 4th, Wheel of Fortune Live on February 29th, The Simon and Garfunkel Story March 18th, and The Price is Right Live on April 1st. The excitement is building, and now it's your turn to be a part of it. Secure your seats at ococean.com/pack and join us for the most amazing season yet. Don't miss out. Come experience the magic of live performances all in one place at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center. See you there.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
The 41st Annual Ocean City Boat Show opened today. You and your family can go this weekend to see over 300 boats at the OC Convention Center. Check that out. You can also go to the boat show to buy kind of any boat you're looking for.
Center console fishing boat, something about 22 feet long. Just something to run the bays with and hit the restaurants.
I hope he found that boat. While you are there, you can enter to win a free Sweetwater pontoon boat and motor donated by North Bay Marina.
Well, we're still dry and temps still not too cold out there as I take a live look out on our Dry Tech camera at the Ember Center. Still sitting around 42 degrees, but temps fall overnight as snow moves in just after midnight. It's going to be a quick hitting snow event, but we do have first alert weather day for the first half of the day tomorrow. Going to be some slippery roadways Saturday morning. We do warm into the 50s for much of next week.
Lex, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, for more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.